Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, bring it closer.
Bringing it closer.
Bringing it closer.
Hello.
Man, that's like
Hello.
close.
Hi.
Hello. I'm so small. Like,
Hello.
oh, so my phone's gonna do that thing it does.
What does it do? Blurring in and
Focus.
out?
Mm-hmm.
It's focusing. Hi, K Berry. How are you? Hello, hello. We letting y'all do your thing and we getting ourselves set up here. So just please, oh please, bear with us for the moment. Okay.
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi,
We're all here.
Mr. Sosa.
Hola, hola, hello. Okay. Wow. All right. I'm sorry. I just read a text. Just came in. So, hello. We're here. Very busy. And we're all here together before next week comes and we get busy again. Super duper busy on projects and everything. Somebody said it's nice to see the husband. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
So, okay. So, what is we talking about today?
Oh, the shenanigans.
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 Black nanigans.
Black nanigans. Shenanigans. All the foolishness. I can't use the other words. Fuckery.
Fuckery.
Yay!
Fuckry. Wait, I'm spelling RY. Okay.
So yes.
So, okay, tell us.
All right. So
Let's fill everybody in.
let's fill everyone in. So, should I say his name? I don't want to say his name.
Yes, best friend. Here he is.
So
Hey, best friend, hi.
there's like this situation that's on social media right now, and it is about some of our people living in another country. And
dang, K Berry.
And dang, K-Berry, you're not supposed to just say God.
Who shall remain nameless.
Can't take you nowhere. Nowhere. You gotta stay at home.
So who shall remain nameless.
Okay, so there have been so many different situations going on with that. Okay, so the biggest one is polygyny, right? The biggest one is polygyny, and one of the sisters there is having a hard time with polygyny. She got with the brother a couple years ago. The brother was polygynous before he met her. He maintained he was polygynous and was going to be polygynous forever. And so the sister pretty much laid in a cut, got with the brother, became his only wife, and has bucked against every sister that's come through there. And there's been a lot of them. There's at least 7 that I can think of.
That's a lot.
That have come through in like the last, 2 years. But some of them have stayed. One sister in particular has been there for more than 6 months. So, they've had multiple conversations about polygamy and asking her feelings. Sometimes she's okay with it, other times she's not. Her emotions are all over the place. She just had a baby. And it's gotten to the point to where the sister...
Nope, don't read it. Keep going. Don't read it. Keep going.
And, damn. Don't do that.
Since she's been there, she just had the baby.
So she just had the baby, and, everything was going okay. But she also kept, telling people she was okay with polygyny, but then in like the next breath, was like, nah, I don't want this. I don't want it. I don't want to be in this. And when she's asked why, her issue is she does not want, one of her issues is she does not want to be intimate with the other women. And the brother is like, you gonna get down when I say you gonna get down, and that's it.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Come on, I'm trying to do this
Sorry,
real.
keep
I'm trying to do this real. And sometimes she's okay with it. She's like, I have no problem with polygamy, but I want my own tent. I want to be by myself. When you become intimate with these women, you smell funny, your aura change. I don't like you. I'm disgusted.
Wow.
She has the baby. Last week, she was standing there. It was a standoff. She was about to take this baby and walk off into the jungle. And everyone around her was like, no, like, stay, get your focus. And she's like, nah, I don't want polygamy. I don't want that. No, 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 no. So she was ready to break up the entire family and take this baby because
Nope. I did that on purpose. She ready to take that baby?
Because she didn't want to be in polygamy anymore. So my question is, what is a man supposed to do if his first wife pretends and behaves as though she is pro polygyny, and then she decides she is not pro polygyny, and she is going to leave and take the children? Like, what is a man supposed to do? Is he supposed to sacrifice his other wives and be like, nah, I can't deal with y'all no more because she's gonna take the kids? Or should the man just like stand his ground and like, what should he do?
I mean, I feel like in a situation like that, I feel like the brother needs to stand his ground, be honest with you. Because we know in this particular situation, based on the revolving door of wives or women that have been in there, that she is only now the first wife, right? Because she wasn't the first wife when they started all this.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, so she worked her way up to being the first wife. She made herself seem down and loyal and all this kind of stuff to being the first wife. I don't know what's on my earring, y'all don't know.
That's what I'm
But and now feels like she don't want to do it anymore. I feel like a sis like that, you gotta let her go. She's gotta go. Because she knew what the program was when all this started. And I don't know of any situations where a man that is, I'm saying polygynous minded, and I'm talking about truly polygynous minded, has had these other wives already, and that's just his program, and that's how he's been living his natural program. You know what I mean? I don't know any of them that have changed. And for you to have been number 4, number 5, 10 months ago, and now for the last 6 months or whatever, you've been 1. You know what I mean? For the last 9 months, because just before she got pregnant, like, she was number 1, wasn't she?
She was number 1 for 6 months
Before she got pregnant.
I'm not sure. I know it was 6 months before he got another wife.
Okay, so her, you got your spot. You can't just sit up there and expect that man to stop the program. You met him in the program. That's what he was doing. I don't feel like he should stop for you. I think it's wrong to ask him to stop. Like, how dare you when you knew that was the program to begin with. But what we noticed. Did you want to say anything?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to move to. I'm moving, but on the same subject, but on a different subject.
No, go ahead.
But what we noticed when looking in the comments and stuff like that, we noticed that people were pretty angry, more so about the polygyny aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. They were saying that it was forced polygyny.
Yeah.
That he was forcing her to be polygynous, and that he was wrong for that.
So basically, he is standing his ground
Mm-hmm.
on, the life he wants to live, knowing that, he made it clear to her before she got there.
Right.
And now that she's in there, guess she's worked her way all to she's worked herself all the way to being his number one, and now she's trying to make him, put away the other women and just be monogamous with her.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she thought she was enough.
Yeah, and so that's some of the things that she says is though, like her insecurities are like she's not enough, she's not good enough, you
I
know.
mean, it's not forced polygyny if the woman know if she knew what she was getting into and she volunteered for it. There's no way it can be forced at that point.
Right.
So she is wanting to, I guess, strong arm him to leave his other women, basically threatening to take herself and the child away from him, or if he doesn't, and he is refusing, and they're saying it's forced because of that.
Yeah, they're saying it's forced. It's one of these things, though. We are dealing with a lot of people that are in the comments of their situation, because that situation was live, right? They just put the video on. They were just
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and film all this.
It
happened live
it was live
and direct.
the sisters were around her, and she's like, I don't like none of the women here. I don't like them. I don't want to be here. She was very, very mean about it.
Yeah.
And it's like you can almost attribute it to her youth.
Yeah, and her hormones.
And her hormones. She
just had a baby.
3 weeks ago, she had a baby.
So, she's pretty much off kilter and things like that. Laughing at what just showed up. I showed up over there too. But she just had a baby, so I feel like all that needs to be taken into account, even by herself. Like, she needs to understand that she's full of pregnancy hormones and things like that while she's making this decision right now. And I know we can already say, those of us that know what we're talking about, you already know that a lot of people believe that what's going over there is a terrible situation anyway. But the fact is, she signed up for that terrible situation. She's been in that terrible situation this whole time. So it's obviously not hasn't been that bad for her. So I can't look at that and say she needs to leave because it's a terrible situation. You've been there willingly until like right now when you got in your feelings.
So she basically gave him the ultimatum to abandon the other women.
Yeah.
And be with just her and their child, or she's gonna remove her and that child away.
Kind of, she didn't give him an ultimatum. She just said, "I'm leaving."
Yeah. I'm taking his baby and I'm going. She
understood he was not going to dispose of any of his wives.
But
so her other door was, I just need to go.
Right. But that's been the case. She's been giving him that ultimatum.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's basically giving him her judgment according to his choice in that ultimatum.
Right. We're not advocates of forced polygyny, but what we see right here, we don't consider that forced polygyny at all, because you were totally aware of the program beforehand. Now, the forcing the sexual aspect, like what that is.
He said he daddy.
Don't force it.
He say, I'm
the
daddy.
heck?
I'm the king.
That's scary. You said
so what was the result?
She's still there.
She's still
Everybody's still there. They made other videos and she expressed herself and her feelings. Some of the viewers felt like she was intimidated when this new sister came along.
Is it that one?
That
girl, boy. That's a strong sister. I saw that coming. I was like, oh. I said, oh. I could tell in her stance. I was like, that girl's strong. Oh, is that what it is?
And so they felt like, she would, people were making comments and videos saying she was going to be replaced by this sister.
Oh, no, I didn't laugh. I didn't laugh. That didn't happen.
And, and here's, okay, so now let's get into the hierarchy. So now his setup is the young lady, the first wife is, the chiefess. She is the head. She is one of the leaders of this community.
Oh.
And the other women, come underneath her. Those are his wives, but she is still the head of them.
Wow.
And I think when you get situations like that, that causes the other sisters to feel like, nah, I want that spot. Because he always
So then they
elevates
start
her.
going for that
He
spot.
elevates her position, to even to them. He's like, that's the queen,
So
and
he's creating confusion.
And
he's
division.
He's giving them another head.
pretty much
Wow.
because they have to submit to her as well, which is a problem.
Wow.
And I don't think any of them really understand how big of a problem that is. And it's like he if he's going to do this in a proper way, regardless of whatever's going on over there, your wives submit to you. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, he's giving them another head.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And that's the confusion right there.
That has caused confusion.
Wow.
That is the confusion.
Wow.
Yeah,
and that's causing an issue.
No. Don't.
Don't do that. Don't have your other wife submitting to one wife. Don't have a queen. How do you call it? Queen wife or queen bee.
Yeah.
That's that's some crazy stuff to me.
I be saying queen, and they like to do the queen thing.
Mm-hmm.
The mother superior.
And they be getting assassinated left and right.
Wait, somebody said that? That was you who said that.
Yeah, man.
She's like, queens get assassinated.
Queens get assassinated. You brothers always want to have
you better
queen.
watch out.
I'm gonna have polygyny. I'm gonna give you a best friend, and she gonna do this for you and do that for you,
Wow.
and do this for you and do that for you. And all the time, she putting pine sol in the oatmeal.
Wow.
Because don't no woman want to be underneath another woman like that.
No.
And the way he does it, I think it does more than cause confusion. It causes such a division in that.
Of course, it's going to.
Yeah.
Division. I mean,
sheesh.
Wow.
I just, let's see. We're gonna go to the comments right now.
she didn't. I can't even see.
I hit them because she was getting distracted. So, Sister Allie is in the house tonight.
Hello, how's the baby?
Emmett.
How's the baby? How's the baby? Okay.
She said, can't call what he's doing polygyny in my opinion because he requires all the wives to be intimate. The one bucking against it wants her own tent. Yes, we know. She does have an issue. She just doesn't want to share. That was her truth in that moment. Okay, that's Asata. That's
Asata. She just doesn't want to share.
And that was her truth in that moment. And
but we cannot navigate. Relationships like that. My truth in that moment, because okay, what is your truth going to be in a moment 2 hours from now? What's it going to be tomorrow?
We're all friends.
That's
right. And what are we going to do then?
Yeah.
So we cannot negotiate relationships with temporary emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You got two people saying he was standing his ground.
He
just
was.
like what you said.
And it was a sight to see because it was like, wow, like regardless of everything that's going on over there, there's some stuff.
Yeah.
But to see this man stand before his wife and she's holding her baby in a passport and he's trying to talk sense into her. And he's like, but you knew already, and now you're trying to take my baby. You trying to give my baby, a fatherless life. And she's like, nah, this is my baby.
Oh yeah, suddenly everything
it's
changed.
Mine. It's my baby. You was not the
not
father.
Our baby. It's mine.
Like who said it? Was that Ali that said it? You read it? What she said about what he has going on is not.
It's not polygyny.
Yeah, I think that's probably where you guys need to start. Establish that is not.
Oh,
polygyny.
okay. It's
I mean,
not
yeah,
polygyny.
we can do that.
It's like that's polyamory, and then someone wants to mention like it's really polygyny because it's a man with multiple women. However,
we could even call it serial polygyny with the fact that he's cycling through all these women and all these women are cycling through him and the group. It could be a level of serial polygyny not anything that we agree to.
But then they
What
dancing over
going on
there.
over there?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I
No,
just
but
like to make that clear
yeah, but
sometimes.
isn't there also the case about, this dude had this girl, but then he didn't want to, so she said, yeah, that's not, yeah, that's not what you say, serial monogamy. Yeah, that's not serial monogamy. That is it sounds very polyamorous, and to me
I said
therein
all that
lies
stuff going on over
therein
there.
lies the confusion. Like it started off with confusion, so it's not gonna go anywhere. Look, in this you need structure.
Yeah,
You need, because it's complex. You need clear, defined structure. If not, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tumultuous. You're not gonna be able to properly navigate problems and situations.
right,
Okay, so you need structure, and that structure, it needs to be solid, and it needs to reign supreme.
right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree. The structure has to benefit everybody
Yeah.
involved because it doesn't. It sounds like certain people aren't getting the benefit. If we're having a hierarchy and the first one is Queen Supreme and everybody's supposed to, I don't see how that benefits those that are not Queen Supreme. And it's almost, it benefits her, but only for a moment. It's very temporary because everybody vying for her spot.
Ew.
Man,
But let's see here.
If you could give him advice in that particular situation, what would you tell him?
man, that's a long conversation.
Call us.
That is,
I'm scared. You can call us.
Our number is.
You can call
I
us. We about to get busy
I
though.
want to see some leadership.
Oh, yeah. You have to really, like, you got that many people, you got that many women trying to be with you and follow you. You kind of like gotta really, that's where you get the framework and the leadership come in, right? Because you gotta really frame that out. The more people, the stricter things gotta be, and the more rules and things like that, and boundaries need to be like fully established. So absolutely, I hear that.
And he's divorced, or not even. He has broken up with so many women because his first wife is like, no, I don't like her energy. I don't like her vibe. I don't like this.
Once you put one woman over other women, you're gonna that's not even worth it for you, the guy. That's gonna create a lot of headache, right?
Right.
That's gonna it's gonna muddle the structure.
Right.
You know, uh, chickens, chickens with a rooster. Man, we have how long? It's been like about a year and a half now. We've had chickens
Yeah.
and a rooster,
Yeah, so
and I have learned so much. I have
Pay
learned
attention
so
to
much.
the rooster.
I have learned so much from looking at how this man, like organizes and how he behaves around the females, man.
plannings.
Chickens and a rooster. Yeah, people say lions. No,
No,
chickens.
chicken and rooster.
Chickens and a rooster.
Oh, it's all sorts of stuff going on back there in the backyard. Listen. But Celeste says it's not rare to feel like you're not enough in polygyny. I think some women from time to time feel this way, whether monogamous or polygamous.
What did she say? Sorry.
She said it's not rare to feel like you're not enough in polygyny as a woman. I don't. I don't feel like
that's
that's.
her truth, though. That's her.
I mean, yeah, because I don't think that's something that I've felt that I'm not enough. Um, it's it's one of these things where I am this person. I'm this person, and this is who I am, and this is I have a place in his life. She is this person. This is who she is. She has a place in his life, and I just don't see it as wow. Why? Like, why? People are trying to figure out polygyny. That's basically what it is. Why does he need another sister? Like, am I not enough? Like, if that's the question, I just feel like that question is really, The
That,
spiritualists like to call it low vibrating and stuff like that. Like you're not looking at the bigger picture. You're
that's
not
a
looking at
monogamous apologetic.
it is, and you're not looking. You're not looking at
That is somebody that is still trying within themselves to reconcile why it is a man, would want three wives. They're trying to make it make sense to themselves from a deeply embedded monogamous viewpoint. I will say
like if
it's
he
like that. It's so ingrained to view relationships from a monogamous perspective. Even with accepting it, they're still struggling with reconciling it
right.
within themselves.
It's just a statement that doesn't come into my mind. It never came into my mind that I wasn't enough. So it's 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 a concept that I can't even grasp to even what I'm saying to even speak on it. So
I, I guess to a certain if that will have to do a lot with how you came into polygyny. I guess
mm,
if
true.
if you're a woman and you studied it and you accept it on your own terms versus if
That's
you're a
true.
woman and your man comes to you and says I want this, and he does a decent job of explaining it to you, so now you're going along with it. Maybe you're convicted by your religion or some sort, so you're going along with it, but it is still not something you choose on your
Hmm.
own accord. So you're still, what he says makes sense, but you're still struggling with it, trying to reconcile.
Okay.
So I think that might be the biggest difference with a woman that may feel that way. One who decided on it of her own accord, and then one who, I guess, who was presented with it and was convinced into it. But what is it? What is it? Passive resistance.
Using some
Cut!
words.
Cut!
You can't leave. I don't even know. I don't know
Where's
these
the
words.
door?
They be using words. They be having these phrases and they come
Where's
back
the
with
door?
these
I be
phrases.
giving him ammunition.
I have philosophical, psychological
See what I'm saying?
conversations and therapies.
I'm working on
passive
myself.
passive resistance. Passive resistance.
I'm like,
what's that?
Basically,
I don't
she's
know what
gonna
that
go
is.
along with it. Just, I guess, for the submission aspect,
I'm working on myself.
for face value.
Help!
Passive resistance. She's gonna go along with it, but
See
inside.
what I'm saying?
Sure.
You gonna
No.
keep going? You just gonna
No.
win?
He
But,
said he's trying to finish
I'm
his point.
man.
He said his
I'm
point don't have nothing to do
man. I'm
with y'all's
educating.
conversation. With y'all's conversation. Where y'all learn that word from?
How you sign? What's the sign language letter for H?
Oh, I don't remember. I think it's this.
ELP.
No.
You want me to run the theme song for you?
No.
I think there's a
Somebody
theme song.
There you go.
It's the Smallville theme song. It's hilarious. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna move on now. T Bless said, listen, K Berry know all the tea. Okay, so K Berry giving all the tea to the situation in the in the chat. But okay, T Bless said it's just a big mess over there with them to me, and I really don't wish to put out any thoughts or energy as it relates to them. Oh, thank you. But I think y'all are great examples and representatives of polygyny. Thank you.
But here's the thing: they are good as well because there's so much adversity. There's so every complication and every problem that you can imagine
Has
is
been addressed.
happening.
It's happening right there in real time for you.
So there is no theoretical.
Nothing.
Ain't no
Ain't no theoretical.
She better
nothing.
take the baby and she got a passport. What now?
And we are filming this live. And she trying to leave.
She done told them I don't like none of y'all.
Wow.
Now what?
That's so mean.
And now they gotta go back to that. They gotta
go
continue on.
You know,
like knowing that
she don't
said
really
she don't
like
like
me.
none of us. I've been trying to be nice to her all week.
You know, and it's
she
it's
done
like
flat out said
dang.
she don't like nobody. Oh my
We
goodness.
we have thought and played with the idea of like offering some type of counseling for I just want to talk to the ladies because it's like I he gonna have to stop doing that that hierarchy thing.
The hierarchy thing.
That
is
is
in.
that is like
like I
it
said,
must
it
end.
starts with confusion.
Whatever y'all got over there, the hierarchy must end. We don't know what to call it exactly.
A wife should be a wife, should be a wife, should be a wife. And if you keep a wife, and not this whole other thing over there, then you don't have to worry about contention. You don't have to worry about any of these other things, because all I'm doing is trying to be a better wife.
Contention, competition.
As opposed to trying to take her spot. Like
that spot is the best spot.
Because he nurtured.
He done made it the best.
He nurtures it and he caters to it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's even said in the last few days that he has coddled this behavior of hers. He has bended and folded to her and everything she wanted, and now he's like, nah, I can't keep doing that. Nah. You know, I shouldn't have to do this, and it's like, wow, you know.
You spoiled her.
There's little glimmers of hope, and then the shit hits the fan again. You're just like, what just happened? Did he just what is going on? So, you know, I like to look at it because it keeps certain things in check in my mind. It makes me not want to display certain behaviors that some of the women, you know, put out there.
Right. You start working on yourself because you seeing what they got going on. You're like, I better not never do that.
Sorry, I love you. Gosh.
The word for 2019 so far has been salacious. Everything is there's so much salaciousness going on, and that is a salacious situation. K. Berry said that he had no solid foundation to start with, so his house will always be falling apart, and we know that. That's 100% right there.
She says she does not. She says her problem is submission.
Yes.
And she does not. He says, but you know, you're my wife. You're supposed to submit. You've always submitted. She said, but why has it always been so hard for me to submit to you?
So who did the other wives submit to? They submit to her and him?
And him.
They love submitting to him, but then submitting to her is just like, shit. Yes, okay.
Chickens and a rooster.
I'll go. And then what happens with the chickens? They start pecking each other. Man, them chickens are ruthless.
They fight each other and stuff like that.
And that's what's happening. You're seeing all type of infighting between the wives.
Yeah, listen, no. So
yeah, let it play.
Let me tell you something, man. Women don't like to be led or ruled over, I guess you would say, by other women. They don't like to feel like they're having to answer to the other woman as they would the man. Yeah. And some women, they don't even realize that. They think they're okay, so they form these polyamorous triads, and they think they're okay, and then later on, they'll be hitting you up and
be upset about the situation.
Basically, be upset about the situation that other woman, that first wife, they're having to answer to that first wife, and they don't know that they would feel that way. Again, chickens and a rooster.
Y'all need some chickens.
Yeah, so you can.
I'm gonna just film our chickens.
My mom
just make it live.
My mom stood out there, and every time she would come, she said she just stand out there and stare at them chickens, just watch them chickens for a while. She's like, he is such a man. You should just see all the stuff that the rooster does. That's why now that our rooster has actually died,
and that happens.
And he died, and the chickens are doing. There's some stuff going on.
The chickens aren't good without him.
No, we're gonna have to replace him.
They needed him to
regulate,
to organize them.
What's happening with the chicken now?
Well, there's multiple things happening. The one that climbed up the grid, and the kids were afraid she was gonna jump over the fence. And my dad, I'm talking to him like, the chicken trying to jump over the fence. He was like, baby, they need a rooster. That's why. And I'm like, what? They need a rooster. I mean, what does a rooster do with them every day?
Keep them in check.
Yeah, and then he do other stuff every day. He said if they can't find it in the chicken area, they gonna go looking for it. And so every day they go look for it. I was like, wow. He's like, you gotta hurry up, baby. You gotta get a rooster.
Message.
We got one rooster. I'm minding my own. One chicken. Oh Lord.
See? No, we gotta tell him. You gotta tell him.
Sit up here minding my own business, and I hear, and I'm like, did somebody just try to crow? I'm like, because that's not a sound chickens make. That's a sound a rooster makes. One of our chickens is trying to crow.
Yes.
And then you start thinking about the old people in your life, and we got old people in our lives that have said a certain phrase. You know the phrase because I don't ever
A
remember.
crowing hen leads to no good end.
A crowing hen leads to no good end. And we both heard it before. It's just she remember the phrase. I just remember old women saying this phrase. So our chicken's got a problem.
Yeah, and that chicken is gonna go down.
We
That
got
chicken has to
the
die.
apparently we have to go ahead and let her go because she has had a hormonal imbalance because ain't no man back there.
No man, and so she's trying to compensate.
She's like, I will take the place
you know what?
of
She represents these black feminists.
Ooh.
Ain't no man around to keep them in check.
And this is a terrible representation of a man outside.
And so they have to fend for themselves. And once you fend for yourself for so long, and you got this, I don't need a man.
He said it's time to make some.
Yes.
And typically, when you have the situation where one woman is dominating over the other women, you have that she's dominating the guy too.
Yeah.
Oh.
So how is
So
she
you-
supposed to submit to you?
She's
If you
not.
submitting-
He's submitting to her. So basically, what you have in that mix, you have a woman-led man.
Yeah.
Speak on it, baby.
Yeah. Woman-led
Speak
man.
You
on
have
it.
you have a woman-led man,
Woo!
and in the video I did, I spoke about that. This does not work with a woman-led man. You need to be a man of your own accord with your plan because the women are looking to you for leadership, and that's why it confuses them where they got to take leadership from that other woman. It's like the energies just don't mix like that. We weren't built like that.
Right.
Henpecked.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you have a woman-led man, and he's being led via manipulation. It's not a direct, I want this, I want that, but she has manipulated him into letting her lead
Yeah.
the women. So all the women now got to submit to her, and he's submitting to that. He's submitting to her, wanting the other women to submit to him. So you woman-led.
That's so
Yeah.
ugly.
And that's just confusion. A couple of things. C. Williams says, agreed. They're examples of everything not to do. They won't be able to grow until he lets her go because she will keep trying it. He says she gonna keep trying it. So
That's how she leads him. She's
Yeah.
gonna keep, pulling that lever, using that leverage. She got the baby, whatever. Apparently he has.
There's another one that's pregnant right now.
really, I
Well-
didn't know that. Wow.
2 of them actually.
Woo, he moving fast.
Yo, he's the fastest moving brother.
Whoa. Y'all got to slow down. Babies cost a lot of money.
Not in the jungle.
Not in the jungle. Y'all out there in the jungle. Y'all fine.
It's
Everything's
a pretty
okay.
little baby too.
I know the baby's adorable.
What's
Yehuda Yah Israel said, you are speaking from an Abrahmic's perspective, and the problem is that they are not. They are not Abrahamic. And we hear that, but and
Man, this is science.
I was
This
gonna
ain't
say-
agronomic.
I was
Chickens and roosters.
I was gonna say, we can definitely say that it's Abrahamic, and I'm not gonna say that our Abrahamic beliefs are not like having us lean in this way, but when we look at biology and we look at science, that is even with humans beings, we kind of see the same thing play out, that this man is supposed to be the head, he's supposed to lead, he's supposed to be stronger, you know what I mean? He's built to do all of this stuff, he's built to lead, he's built to go outside stuff. And the woman is built to nurture and do internal stuff in the home, especially because you're gonna get pregnant and have to sit there anyway. You can't go out there and lift that tree and stuff.
The thing is, each woman has to be able to depend on you or rely on you as the man, because the women, they're gonna have conflict. It may be minor, but it's women. Emotions bounce off, energies bounce off, hormones bounce off, and you need to be you need to be that guy in the middle that holds strong, and they know that they can rely on you. You won't lean. You're unable to be swayed this way by their co-wife or their sister wife. So they have to know that your leadership in them has not been compromised by by somebody else who may not necessarily have the best interest at hand. And that person, yeah, a lot of the times it is that other woman. Sometimes that other woman is scheming to get you away from her. It happens.
Right.
It happens a lot of the times. It's the first wife. She's there, like we said, passive resistance. She doesn't really want it, but she's going away with it, and that's how she's resisting. She's resisting the background by turning you against that other woman, letting you know no, she's not good, pointing out all the things, getting you away from her. Sometimes it could be that woman coming in that is, now that she's in, just like that's what you just described
With
with that particular
this particular
this
situation.
particular situation, right? You weren't the first to actually be there, but you came in, and through manipulation, you worked your way all the way to the top, and now you're controlling him.
Right.
So yeah, as a man, you have to be able to just stand on your own, stand on principles,
Right.
and not stand on the emotions of your wives.
We listen.
That is some real stuff. How she got there is how she'll be replaced. She was with his friend Olmec, right?
Here we go.
She was with him.
Uh-huh.
They literally left him sleep in a hotel. Like abandoned the brother. Then they came to the States.
Uh-huh.
When they came to the States, the brother was outside making a video. She was in the kitchen. Like, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. So it's like she's scared to death of these other sisters doing the same thing to her.
Well, you can't
that
do
she
shady
did.
stuff. You can't be
Yo,
doing that stuff.
I'm sorry, I had a aha moment.
Karma.
For a second.
Karma. But you know what? These situations, and this is why she was saying it's even though we're talking about them, we're questioning what we're trying to figure out what classification to put their relationship in. Since yes, these women do end up passing through and being passed to others and coming from others and being with him and things like that. It is good to watch because what's going on there is not uncommon in polygyny. We hear of wives that what y'all call it, passive what?
Passive resistance.
Passive resistance. So that I'm learning passive resistance. I've learned a new term that will shut down every sister that the husband trying to court. After she done said, yes, okay, I will go with your program. I'm with your program. They're going to go through and no, I don't like her, this and that. And you sit up there wondering why that family that is so pro-polygyny has never grown past being a monogamous couple. And it's because she's running off each and every potential wife that comes through there.
It happens.
Or talking to him and convincing him that they're not good for the family. She's not good for us.
It happens. The worst is the second wife, as in that situation, that worked her way to the top. And then she got rid of
that
the other. She got rid of the first.
If
that happens,
yeah,
brother, just give it up. You will never get another woman. You will not get another woman.
Not so long as that outfit say not so long as that one's there.
She walks away to the top and she gets rid of the other one.
You can forget it. She not letting it. We know them right. We know them right now. They little Hellcats in the house. Ready to scratch them up. Not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to move forward.
They feel like, why should I go? Why should I leave? No. I want to stay here. You stay with me. You need to divorce her. Leave her alone. She's not good for you. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah, just do it.
So the question is, what happens when, the question you asked, what happens when your first wife, gives you that ultimatum, put away the other wife or wives, or I leave? What do you do?
I don't know. I'm not a man.
I'm
glad I'm not a man.
I feel like if the wives,
You like not having to make these
Yeah,
tough
no,
these
I
are
don't
decisions.
want
hard
that.
decisions.
I told you I'd be in jail somewhere.
Because I know that y'all feel like we can all just say, send her away. You know,
No.
just let her go. We can all say that, but we have to understand that love will cloud all of that up. Love and moderate comfort with that person and familiarity and things like that. You've lived together that long and everything. You're not going to want to just throw her out no matter how. It's easier said than done is basically what I'm saying.
The
So
answer to that
the
question
decision
is
is hard. That's the answer to the question.
the answer to the question is another question the man gotta ask
Which is
or maybe he doesn't have to ask that
What's the
question. But,
I'm interested.
what's the question?
I mean, is he woman led or not?
I thought you was
Oh.
gonna say, are your nuts on the mantle or
Are you-
do you
are you-
have
are
them?
You have them or
woman-led
are they in her pocket?
or not?
Might want to get them out of her
Sorry, I
pocket.
think I was kind of like,
Get them out of her pocket while she's asleep. And put them back.
you know,
on.
because she like, well, I'm not
Job.
getting nothing out of this.
Oh, here
This
we
not
go.
benefiting me.
I don't feel like this
You
is
got all
benefiting
these
me.
wives. What I get out of it? You get to sleep with her, and what? What I'm supposed to just twiddle my thumbs? Like this don't benefit me.
I mean, that's a fair
Shots
question
fired.
from where she's coming from.
Yeah.
You know, she's coming from a monogamous viewpoint, and that's a fair question from that point, and it's up to him whether he can come with an answer or not. Can you appease her, bro? Can you do that? Can you show her how she's gonna win in this?
Can you show her how she's gonna benefit?
Can you sell it to her?
They try to sell it to her. There you go with the hierarchies again.
Yeah, but baby, you the main one though.
They sell. Look, they show her these videos, and they be like, "Let me show you bestie best friend."
Oh,
and you go get a best
They
friend out of
us.
it.
Y'all using us.
Don't do
Man,
it.
don't
use
that's
us,
that's a major burden on the incoming woman
Don't do that.
to have that wife have that expectation and not the expectation but she got that in the agreement. That's in the contract. That is in the new covenant that your subsequent wife is going to be my friend.
My friend.
My best friend.
My best
At
best
my
She like
my
nail polish.
emotional disposal.
Yes.
She had like
Yeah, what
nail
do I
polish
feel?
and going
Go to the
shopping.
mall, pedicures.
And
She
yes.
needs to wash my hair.
Yes.
She need to wrap me up in white linens
Yes.
and present me to you with rose petals on the floor and like
Help.
when
Where's the door? I need to get off this
and when
ride.
I say she needs to leave because I'm tired of dealing with
I'm
it.
tired of dealing with her, so when I'm done, she can go. You need to let her go.
It's time for her to go. She's been here too long. And she sleep till 10.
I still need the door. I am looking for the door to get off this ride. Stop the ride. I want
What
to
they
get off.
what they be saying, babe?
What?
What they be saying about them income wise? What's the rumors you hear about them?
What?
That which makes them not good wives
What?
or not good for it because what they be doing?
The complaint is that they're not a benefit. They're not a benefit to me and my family and what we have going on.
Such as I'm messy.
And
You are.
they're not good for much except for the sex and
Cooking.
yeah, cooking,
Sex and cooking.
maybe cleaning around the house. To me, that's poor leadership. That's what that is. To me, like if you have, I guess we start with the vetting process, you know. But if you figured you vetted somebody who's going to fit in with your program, then you bring that person in and you're saying that person is not good for anything except for sex and cooking, then maybe your program wasn't well thought of. Maybe your program does not have space for another adult human being, and which is funny to me because to me it's a weak program. I mean, you have a whole nother adult human being. You're saying that you as a leader, you cannot strategically
You can't find nowhere for her
find an application
to benefit.
yeah to where like y'all can all move forward together, be a benefit to each other. That's
She not mean.
crazy.
I don't understand.
I know a lot of brothers that say sex and food. Send her over here. What?
She do that
Right.
and she cleans
She
sometimes.
make a roti. What?
Yeah.
That can work out
man.
for a lot of
You
brothers.
can make a roti.
Say, I don't
that's-
complain.
What?
I'm not a
Yeah,
complainer.
man. You can make roti. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, you worth it.
The ring. Will you marry me? You make roti.
Thank
We
you.
need you to come.
Come on over.
Oh my goodness. Well, I think I think that's it. Like I said, we're about to get really busy, and so like we been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. Step.
They're
to.
gonna be sending
Step
rotis
to.
through the mail and stuff.
Y'all gonna send rotis to the mail? Send them.
Here's my name.
Send your roti.
Put it in the hat.
That's the name of that. Denied.
That's what got you thinking, huh?
Passive resistance.
Passive-
Who checks the mail?
Who checks the mail? She checked the mail.
I
We ain't gonna
text
get
the
no
mail.
rotis.
No rotis. Baby, how'd you gain 10 pounds? What? I wasn't gonna throw it away. I was gonna make sure.
I need to taste it. Trust me, baby. None of it was good. None of it was good. I tasted it.
No, they
It's
use
not
spelt.
like nothing. They used spelt. They didn't even use
They didn't even use
chickpeas or nothing.
Shut up.
I know what it is.
I know.
I'm just not gonna be able to. I don't do it. All
Any
right.
other thing? That's it. No more.
That's pretty much it. Nobody else have anything to say.
Bye.
Really. So we're gonna go. Prayerfully, we'll be able to get back with y'all
In about
at
a
some
month.
point. Yeah, in about a month, because
About a month.
we've got it's family projects and stuff like that. So
Crunch
we're gonna
time.
be busy. It is crunch time. Spring soon cometh.
I promise y'all I was gonna get him on the video.
And there he is. Her promise came through.
Yay.
Yes. All right, y'all. Shalom.
Bye.
Peace out.
Wrong.
Wait, I just did it again. You did it.